Cheers, long time no CeeCee. Good day, it is Tuesday, March 18th. I always have to think about it. My agenda is right on my desk and I'm not looking at it. It's Tuesday, March 18th. I hope you're doing well. I have taken a break from vlogging these past few weeks for two reasons. One, I need to organize in a big way, or reorganize, I should say, in a big way, my filing system, all my house papers, my stamp collection, still not finished, not the stamp collection, my stamping, inventorying, that's still a project that's going on. I have to do all that before I move. I need to purge stuff, so I needed to sit down, come up with a plan, a schedule to get that moving. And unfortunately, our journal, whatever projects I had in the works, there's a man walking on the street talking to himself, making big gestures. Okay. Sounds like a squirrel. He is talking to himself. He's going like this. Okay. So I needed to do all that before I sat down during my downtime in art. I'm still not finished The Girl with the Flowing Hair. That's still in the works, and I do apologize. I ran into some snag, well, one big snag. I was using a poster paint pen in yellow to add some flowers to her hair, and the thing blocked on me, like it's not usable anymore. So I'm thinking of switching to paint, but that kind of blocked my inspiration. So I need to figure that out. Anyways, I just want to do a very, very quick recap on what I have done, because I have been, excuse me, I took two classes. I took a jewelry making class. Do you want to see? So this is the bracelet that I did. I love it. It's gorgeous. These are black lava, I don't know if they're called pearls. They're black lava beads, I guess. And the, it's upside down, but the button is an anchor. I love it. This is my style of jewelry. I'm trying to move away from the bling bling and the jewelry that I have before, just because it doesn't suit my liking anymore. I'm not wearing it. I'm just not wearing it. My style is kind of like more like bohemian, boho chic, I guess you can call it. And there's a lot of beautiful jewelry that I saw on the internet. I'm being watched. That I really want to make, and I'm glad that I took the first step into making this. So much fun. I bought some beads, some turquoise beads, to make another one, and I have, Steph wants one of those. She likes it, so quite happy. So that's one class I took. Oh, I took another class. Okay, hold on, I'll be right back. I made another tote bag. I love it. So this class, sorry about that. I'm gonna back away a bit. This is class that I took that Giselle taught at the store. If you remember, a few months ago I made this bag, last year I guess, I made this bag. Well, she gave the class again, but she showed us a new technique, and she will give the class again sometime this summer. So if you're local to Montreal and you see this on the class schedule, well, not this photo, but because everybody had different, if you see that Giselle's giving the tote, the canvas tote class again, run. It's so much fun. The background, okay, so first of all, let me explain like very quickly. This, the background was done with the tie-dye sprays. So we sprayed a whole bunch of colors. Then we took stencils and with different paints, and we layered stencils over stencils and colors over colors, and I had an idea in mind of what I wanted to do. These birds, I was inspired by something that I saw in Somerset Apprentice magazine, and so we did that, and then we took a final stencil of a silhouette and we glazed around the stencil. So for these birds, I ended up making my own stencils, and I will probably take pictures and add this at the end of the video so that you can really appreciate the beauty of this technique. It's just, oh, I love it so much. So the glazing that she had us do is glaze medium mixed with white paint, and what happens is it covers up what you did, but not completely, because you still see the details of the stencils, but it gives it that dreamy feel. Oh, I just love it. And then I took another stencil and I added leaves. So my birds are kind of like rainforest birds. That's how I interpreted it. And I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so much fun. So that is one thing that I did. So I took these two classes, jewelry making and that tote, which was a lot of fun. Yesterday, I made this card for the store. And again, I'm going to include pictures at the end of the video, but this is done with Cherry Lynn, excuse me, Designs doily dies and that butterfly. Look at that gorgeous butterfly. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I love that butterfly. I'm going to probably use the die before I give it back and create more butterflies to include in my art journal. The background was done with distress paints. See, this is one of the background paper that I did using distress paints and water on watercolor paper. I have die cut it. Another butterfly here. I just need to poke it out. But oh, so much fun. So that gave me a whole bunch of ideas for new doodlings. And I haven't done anything else in my journal. I haven't done anything else that I can show you. Hey, look what I just finished for the store. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. I made a canvas for kind of like a gift to give to a party girl. It's a wood canvas. I love, 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 love it. It's the first time I'm working on wood. And you know what? You don't have that divot in the middle that you get from a regular canvas. So absolutely love it. It made applying the light molding paste with the stencil so easy. It's easy to paint, it's easy to layer, everything sticks properly. I love it. So my starting point, of course, was I gessoed everything, then I applied a coat of white paint all over. I'm using golden paints and they have a nice glossy finish to it, so that's why I applied it everywhere. I just, you know, I could have left it on the gesso, but I think the white paint is just perfect. Then I took a stencil with some light molding paste and I colored the light molding paste. I added some gray. I wanted this thing kind of like retro fun, I guess, very colorful. So what I did is I did everything with paint, and I knew what colors I wanted to use, and the gray was a big part of it. To do the balloons, I used a die set from Elizabeth Craft Designs. It's a balloon set. There's different kinds. There's also hearts and bows and flowers. And so what I did when I painted those chipboard pieces, by the way, these are from the Prima, I don't know what the set is called. It's item 910570. It's a whole bunch of furniture. And so I used the big couch and the little sofa here, but there's tons and tons. There's like funky TVs that remind me of the Jetsons. And so I painted the chipboard, and while I was painting the chipboard pieces, I also painted on mixed media cardstock squares. And what I did is I die cut from the squares that I had painted those balloons. For the 2 shades of teal, of course, I added some white to get a lighter shade. The girl is stamped on watercolor paper because I wanted my colors not as vibrant. And it's sturdier. I ran out of mixed media paper. That's why I use watercolor paper. So I stamped her, and then I just painted her again with the same paint. And At the bottom here, I used just regular light molding paste through another stencil, but I decided to outline the shapes with a black marker. That kind of reminds me of the tiles that we had in our bathroom when I grew up, when I was young, in the 60s. I'm dating myself, but anyways, that really reminds me of that. So it's very retro. And of course, her kitty cat has a matching bow. So the girl and the cat match. And these little bows here on the balloons, I actually die cut those from, again, the die set by Elizabeth Crafts Design. But I had a leftover piece of sequin tape that I had covered with Warm Highlights microfine glitter. And I always keep my leftovers because they're precious. These glitter, they cost a lot of money. So whenever I have leftovers, I keep them. And I knew I had them in my stash, so I used them up to die cut those cute little bows. So it just adds that touch of glitter that was needed. The sentiment is stamped directly onto the painted surface, and that's another reason for me to like that wood canvas, because it is sturdy, so you can just like stamp to your heart's content and there's no dip. I love it. Oh, I had a good laugh at one of the comments that was left in my last vlog about the doodle with the fruits that grow like flowers. Somebody said, oh, they are flowers. And I love it. I love it, I love it. So that spurred another slew of ideas for me to do. So I'm definitely going to use that expression from now on. I thought it was so cute. Flowers. No offense to anybody who might talk like that. Get it? It's like a play on fruits and flowers. Flowers. You got it. What else? I also have a cute story to tell you. A few weeks back, at the store, there's always like a mom and me crop. Usually it happens on Sundays, but that time it happened on Wednesday for March break. So there were a whole bunch of moms with their kids cropping, and I was somewhere else, because I usually head up to the store on Wednesdays. So one of the lady that works there, Ursula, was desperately trying to get a hold of me. So she called me, she texted me. For some reason, I couldn't hear the phone. If it's in my big coat, in the pocket of my big coat, I don't hear it. Anyways, I get to the store and she's like, quick, 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 you gotta come to the back because they're about to leave. And there's a little girl that's desperately trying to meet you. She's like a big fan and she watches all your videos. And I'm like, seriously? And she says, yeah, you have to go to the back. So this little girl, Constance, she's 9 years old and she is the cutest thing. She's as cute as a button, and she art journals. Isn't that amazing? Like, kids that age, they art journal and they get into mixed media. So she showed me her stuff, and she gave me a great big hug, and oh, it was just, I love it. I love it when people, especially kids, come up to you and say, you know, I did this because I saw your videos. It is so inspiring, so gratifying. You know, this is exactly why we do it. We like to share, and then people listen, and then they do, and it was just amazing. So that was such a good thing. It made my week. It really made my week. She's 9 years old, seriously. The youngest that I've ever encountered was Rachel, who made my canvas, and she's 12, still very young. But this kid, this 9-year-old kid, was just, it just amazed me, and it made me feel so good. So that is it. I don't have a tutorial for you today. I promise the next one will be a tutorial. I have filmed some of, I did improve on that girl with the flowing hair, paint / doodling, but it's not ready yet. I'm still adding on to it. So I have filmed whatever I have done, but I will reserve that for another time. I just wanted to give you an update and tell you that I miss you and I'm busy organizing. So no art for now. That's what vlogging is. You never know what you're gonna get. All right, I gotta go. I hope that I didn't bore you. As usual, thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I will see you later. Bye.